Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Surge Knights. I'm your host, Joe, and this is more objection.
No matter where you go from here, you have to pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he just went to the studio just before 1 o'clock. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only person I saw go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the only one who did it, I don't know who is.
Maybe it was you?
Good one, Sonny.
She thinks I was joking. Talk to me about Hammer. At the time. He's a popular actor?
He was the biggest star in the studio.
Was? Past tense.
Oh yeah, he was great in The Bearded Samurai.
Do they only make samurai stuff?
He shone the brightest back in the day, making a star like him lay the evil magistrate. It's a disgrace, I tell ya. Hammer took it pretty hard. Who could blame him?
The automatic camera, tell me more about that. About the security camera.
Oh yes, the camera.
So they didn't show the real murder this time. It's an automatic.
It's an automatic. It can tell when somebody walks through the gate, see? It wouldn't it snaps a photo. Apparently it records a time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do.
Interesting. Very interesting. Employee area. October 16th, Global Studios employee area.
Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Look, there's Powers' dressing room. No one in here soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around.
Sweet, let's do some snooping. What's this? Writing on the wall? Oh no. Oh, it says Will Powers. That's his dressing room, it looks like. Soda? See, cola, candy, chips, yum, yum. So normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn, at least.
Wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this.
Ladies first. Food. I guess not. More food. I can examine this one, though. Remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone steak on one of the plates, minus the steak.
T-bone steak. They would have hit the spot.
You just had a burger.
Yeah, but now I have a second stomach just for steaks.
What? Ain't. What?
Objection.
I'm not even at the court yet.
She killed the steak.
Looks like a castle, probably Neo Tokyo Castle. Now this looks suspicious.
This
Metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet.
Yeah, if you snuck in that, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate.
Well, if you wanted to leave that way, be my guest.
Right!
Huh?
Hey, I'm not a kid.
You're pretty much a kid. There's a gate back there. Must be a storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment.
Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry.
What else would they keep in a film studio? Like? Electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point?
It makes it a lot easier to go up hills.
Don't people cycle to get exercise? Well, I'm not finding much here. Is there anything else? Dressing room, sweet! October 16th, Global Studios dressing room. Powers dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping.
No one actually saw him take a nap here, did they?
Right, there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. I doubt Wolverine could kill anyone. Oh, not Wolf. Really, Ollie, you should see the guy I'm defending. He looks like Wolverine. Huh? I'll show you a picture of him in the courtroom. That's Ryu, old lady, Will Powers. Look at him, he looks like freaking Wolverine. Except he's so squishy. He's like, he has feelings. Like, You know how the Wolverine lacks feelings in the first movies? This guy has those all the feelings he lacks to make up for it.
I've never really seen it.
This is the wig. This is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on.
No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig?
I kinda like samurai movies.
Kinda. She looks like someone who likes samurai movies. What is this? Food. Oh.
Because she's Japanese.
No, it is because she wears that kimono type thing. Some tea and cookies.
Nick, I'm hungry.
You just had a burger!
I have a separate stomach for sweets.
How many stomachs does this girl have? Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers to take a nap here yesterday. Some regular suits among the costumes here. It must be his own clothes.
It'd be fun to wear one of those costumes.
I think you're already wearing one myself. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Please tell me the murderer. Once and for all. I see my hair nice and spiky, just how I like it. Not much here. Yo, old lady. Nelson. There's a sign in the ground. What did you do? Oh man, I don't have much evidence, do I? I want to go back to outside Studio 1. Main gate. Let's examine some stuff. Runs the studio correctly.
No touching.
Oh, I guess not. Man, I'm running out of leads. Oh, well, I found where I'm supposed to go, apparently. Visitor's room.
Apparently they have Mr. Powers in questioning.
Right. Jeez.
Look, pal, that camera takes a picture automatically whenever somebody walks by. It took our extra Whittle Powers.
I have to ask him about that photo. Well,
try again later.
Gumshoe. Uh-oh. Gumshoe, talk to me. I guess not. Oh, I could examine that giant thing over there. What is that? Jeez. It's the mascot. It's a monkey of some kind. That does not look like a monkey. Holding a sign in his hand. Right? Studio 1. Left. Studio 2. Can I go to Studio 2? Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and it broke the head off. Took the tree with it, too. Should examine that freaking thing. There's a camera here. That's the security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went there. There's a number plate. There's a number plate on the camera. ST1307. That must be the camera ID number. I'm a little bush. Maybe I'll take a short rest here.
Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, argue on the case.
No, come on, let him sit down. We need some break.
Us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal.
Entrance to Studio 1, the studio where they found Jackhammer's body.
Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked.
Looks like you need a card key to get in. It makes sense that they would want to keep non-employees out. Maybe I can find a card key around here. Do you have anything different to say? Still the same. Okay. I'm confused.
Wait, is she police or guard or something?
She's like a guard.
That's worthless. You can break her in half.
ID around here somewhere. Maybe in Will Power's room, actually. Maybe I can use that to get into Studio 1. Let's go around. Oh, he's got a bag. Let's look inside.
Power's bad.
Hey, don't open that.
Look, an employee card key.
Yes, excellent. We can get inside.
Let's take it, Nick.
Borrow it. I mean borrow. They are borrowers, not thieves. Alright. Let's see if we can get inside Studio 1. Entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jackhammer's body.
Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this card key I borrowed will work.
Beep.
It opened.
Alright.
We're in.
She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Yes. Now let's go. I shouldn't wear my court suit yet. This is my examining suit. What is it? You're really quiet all of a sudden.
Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? Knowing somebody died here? It's so real, that white tape.
Yep, the evil magistrate did die here. Steel Samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Right. I mean that as sarcastically as possible. What's that?
What's this?
That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something. Since it holds it during filming.
Huh.
What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment?
Lighting is fine, but I'd want to be in the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai.
With all these cameras around, you think somebody would have seen the murder. Don't touch it.
Wow, tinier than I thought. No touching!
Oh, it's a girl. Hey, Ollie. The characters. There's a lot of... what did you do? Oh, Zach. Alright. My partner is, you know.
You know, no, I don't know.
There's a lot of characters that they don't show. They have the voice first, so I try to use both male-female voice.
Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're Will Powers people. Oh, WP. Oh, Will Powers. I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry. Leave it to us.
I can't do female voices at all. Who are you? Penny, I guess. Did you tell me about the day of the murder?
Yeah, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, studios aren't doing so well right now. And yesterday was the rehearsal for action sequences.
Not me.
I see, me.
In the morning, we went through
One of the action sequences in the area. Is that Mrs. Oldbag back there?
That's great.
WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area. That's where Power's dressing room is.
Oh, the employer. That's where Power's dressing room is, right?
Yeah, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Power went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP going into his dressing room. I didn't see either of them after that.
Will Powers. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room?
No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had an urgent message for it. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am?
What kind of... No. I'm sure you're a fine girl. I'm sorry. Someone for getting information of Mr. Powers' alibi.
What did we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. Even a photograph.
I'd like to see that photo.
Sorry, I know you're busy, but,
Not really.
Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about! A clue! A lead! I don't know about that, but on that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here.
You sent?
Yes, several times.
Some other studio employees, maybe?
No, I don't think so. The only one we had scheduled, the only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. And the only assistant here that day, I have a feeling it was someone from outside.
Really? Aliens, perhaps?
Wouldn't that security lady have noticed them?
Yeah, you're right. Unless they use that vent.
I don't have any information better than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot.
Sensing something. Tell us about that. Sent someone other than the regular film crews in the studio?
Yes, I think.
I think doesn't cut it when a witness testimony.
Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came in the studio, she must have seen them.
Oh boy. October 16th, Global Studios, Green Gate.
Boy, you're still here. Really, you look as though you've seen a ghost.
Tell us about the assistant's claim.
Huh? I saw a suspicious look on your face.
I wanted to ask you about yesterday. Came in at 1 p.m., correct? The estimated time timer stuff was 2:30. Sure Powers was the only one to go through here?
Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside. What? Are you absolutely sure you were watching here the whole time? Ma'am.
Who was it?
Who told you that? Who dares question me? Eek. And you better tell me quick, you spiky hair cream. Somebody's complaining about the work I do. We're just talking to this somebody on her. She's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins are like nowadays, running your mouths where there's no tomorrow, singing this thing and that thing. Well, let me tell you, when I was younger, we knew one thing about respecting all the fact that my shame it was a terrible.
She left.
Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders.
Exactly. We broke an old person.
Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers on the computer.
Maybe. Should I try the computer?
Absolutely.
Did you just throw something at me?
What was that, Ollie?
Don't make a mess. I'm gonna try.
You know how to work these things, right, Nick?
Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. See, first I need the date of the murder. Don't throw any. Stop throwing things at me.
It landed.
You bully. What is it? Stop throwing cashews at me. Those things are gonna rot. Aren't we not even allowed to eat up here?
We're lucky cashews.
Just pick it up. When I clock, enter the number of the security camera. Dude, cut it out. Ah, dear. This right.
Nothing happened.
Ah, I got the number wrong. Or we could just salmon and try again. Quit throwing things at me, guys.
We didn't even throw.
I know, but just in general. And third,
Yeah, photo.
well, that doesn't look like Will Powers at all. That looks like a guy in a costume.
Who died?
Some guy that looks like Ryu, and then if you look long enough, he looks like Aaron from Game Grumps, and then if you look longer, he just looks derpy. I'll show you a picture. He starts off looking like Ryu from Street Fighter, and then he looks like Aaron Hansen, and then he looks derpy.
He was murdered?
Yep, and we're trying to figure out who did it.
That's the only one in the computer.
Big butt.
I wonder what his last words were.
Big butt.
Dick butt, maybe. So we don't know. Like, they're accusing somebody, but they only have a photo of a costume, and that's the costume the guy normally wears, but they don't know it's him.
Anyway, what I said. Let's show her this photo and see what she says.
Let's not.
Why not?
It's never a good idea to reveal your hands to the enemy too soon.
Nick, you're correct.
Isn't that exactly what we did last trial?
You could be next week evil magistrate.
Why do I have to be the villain?
Relax, it was a joke. So are we done for today?
Hopefully not. I'd like to gather a little bit more evidence. Maybe it really is the security lady. Trial time, baby. October 18th, 10 a.m. District Court. My username for my school network? That's something I'd rather not reveal on camera, Ollie. So I'm going to type it in.
Alright.
There you go. I'd rather not reveal my school username and password on camera, Ollie. I know that not many people watch this, but I happen to know that the people that do watch it go to my school.
Usually you get like 2 views.
Ollie, I know it's 2 views, but I'd rather
One
not...
of those views
Well, one of those views has to be me, so I can add those to playlists. Now please stop being a rude. Alright, court time. It's now in session. For the trial of Miss Willpower. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Let's shout out to anybody who watches this. Also, shout out to that teacher that every school has that hands out great zeros and F's like Oprah. It's like, you talk, you get a 0, you get a 0, you get a 0, everybody gets a 0. You all know the one. Mr. Powers killed fellow actor Jack Hammer at Studio One at Glover Studios. Guffaw! It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Oh well, I would like to move on to your testimony. Sedgworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. First, I would like to call up her familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Gumshoe! Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sure. I'll explain with a guide map here. To understand this case, you need to understand the layout of the studio, see? In this employee area, the actors did a run-through of the action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. Security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that gate, there are the studios. Then there it is, Studio 1. That's the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now on the day of the murder, October 15, there were only 3 people here. Jack Hammer, the defendant Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were, well, there's the production staff too, right? I mean, there's gotta be the person filming. Right after that, 1 p.m., the security lady got to the station. Jump until later that day, 5 p.m., the production staff came to Studio 1 to perform rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled, as there was a body there. Time of death, 2:30 p.m. Samurai spear lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. Should I listen to the whole thing again? Nope. I think I could probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval! Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security lady officer to the stand. Ollie, old women.
Old women are attractive!
This is Joaquin's favorite video, I can just tell now. In our fan-made Pokemon game, he has a gym full of the elderly.
Old women are very
And they
attractive.
say very disturbing things.
Old women are attractive.
Will the witness declare her name?
They don't care what
Stop
you
it,
do to
Ollie.
them 'cause they've
Stop
already
it.
had a lot of
Oh my god! Look at it, Ollie. Think that's attractive?
Oh, yeah!
Get out.
Yeah.
Get out. I don't want to. You're fired. Aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid a bit flustered. Ugh, gross. Your name, please.
Disgusting!
Oh, dearie, no need to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names.
Wendy Oldbag, sir. Just call me Grandma. It's practically the name. When I was young, I was Oldbag. See, and the other children make fun of me. Can you believe it? If there was boy, there was the captain, he called me Oldbag just to cry because I had a crush on him.
Objection!
Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness.
Did you draw a penis on this computer again?
I think I only broke him. I think we broke him.
Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
Ollie, please, I have to turn that in soon. I'd rather you not get me in trouble.
I'll just get to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony.
Now, the witness is stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, I was.
And the scene of the murder, someone would have to get past you by you. Unless they were already there.
You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony.
Sure is one heck of an old bag.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run through since that morning. Well, I had some errands to run at the morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got there, in the main. And I was at the main gate from then till 5. The only murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
You saw the defendant then, Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Let's get this started.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m.
Oh wait, I wanted to press that.
I press it.
Stop it until that time. Anyone who wanted to could get into the studio.
Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. The main gate was locked, dearie. You'd need an employee card key to get in.
Right, card key is what I have. So she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be in there could get in. Was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station?
I pressed it.
A run through, huh?
We were working a scene between the steel samurai and the evil magistrate. We got the basics figured out by noon, and we're there for afternoon break. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's when poor old Hammer went to the studio.
So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. Talk about a laid-back hero. There was a run-through in the morning. Why did you get there only afternoon?
I had some errands to go run in the morning.
What kind of errands?
Yes. Oh, well, you know.
Answer the question.
Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers, observing, you know?
Observing? Weren't you supposed to be the guard station?
Whippersnapper! I told you I locked the gate. I did my job.
I'm not sure your boss would see that way.
Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never missed one in all my years. I want to still see samurai run-through.
You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty.
Not a bad idea.
Guys, cut it out. Ollie, what did you drop?
Ollie!
Did you see the victim then?
Did I see poor Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone into the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Tell us what happened next.
I was at the main gate from then until 5.
Seems like there's multiple times that they could have gone when you weren't paying attention. So you were watching there the whole time, no breaks, not even a second?
Of course. I am a professional, you know. Or are you criticizing how I do my job?
No, it's just after seeing you eating those donuts in the guard station yesterday.
I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time. Snipper whapper.
Snipper whapper?
Owenbag is losing it, Nick. Why don't you raise an objection?
No, why don't you raise an objection? So the witness was on duty for the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you say?
Now the murder happened after 2:30 p.m.
Well, I might as well press. How did you know that?
Oh ho ho, I have my ways, that overdressed young detective told me. Fed him some donuts and he talked and talked.
If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for trouble. Lady, that's rude. Poor Detective Gumshoe. Getting chewed out by a security guard. Ha, Gumshoe. Shoot out.
Interesting, because I met certain man worked right now.
Who? Two. You sure?
She's attractive.
Sure he is spit.
Very well. Who was that man?
Really, you should try not to be so excited at your age. You might stream something.
I would do
You're one to talk.
I would do
Stop it, Ollie.
Ollie!
Hold it. What makes you sure it was Powers?
That's what I said. Go ask your Sonny. Nick, this is your chance.
Time to pull out a secret weapon.
I'll say it again. It was him. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
I don't think so. Oh, I didn't mean to press. Saw Powers.
That's what I said.
Chance. Pull out a secret weapon.
I'll say it again. It was him.
Let's judge my evidence once more. Well, let's go. Let me get this straight, old bag, or Mrs. Old Bag. You've been saying yesterday you saw Powers, correct? Were you talking about the man in his photo, aren't you? The music gets good.
Just a moment, Mr. Rat. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly?
None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. This old bag. Is this the Mr. Powers you saw?
Of course. Didn't your mother teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can blatantly see that's Powers, right?
Yeah. Well, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that does not mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing you of that, Mrs. Witness. Having a trouble calling it old bag, apparently.
However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? No, is the old man. Of course I have proof.
Yeah? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I supposed to know everyone will be so nosy? You should be ashamed.
Man, this is a courtroom.
I showed the photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't ever good evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then.
I never see anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props, and it was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg.
So, anybody watching that run-through could know his leg was hurt. This proves absolutely nothing. In fact, you could have seen him sprain his ankle. You could have very well done that. Gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. I press you!
Wherever.
Hey, I haven't even said anything yet.
I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is straight and narrow. Go up and up. Youth today always whining about each other, pointing fingers, this and that. It's enough to make an old lady want to cry.
I object. Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, do not upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match. Press this. What are you guys doing now? Was Mr. Powers' ankles badly sprained?
Not so bad he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room up and after lunch.
That's the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot. Okay.
You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day.
I press you. So you sure? Let's go look at the picture again. So he's walking strangely because he was injured. It does look like he was dragging his... Wait, can I figure out which prop is broken? Broke a prop? Sure did. Samurai spear. You mean the murder weapon?
Look at that. I was there when my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I better stand in the court record. It's just... Stop it, guys.
He's sprained his ankle pretty bad. You can see he's dragging his legs. See? Clear as day.
Not a piece.
Let's look at that. You guys just stop, please, okay? He was walking straight because he was injured.
It does look like he was dragging his phone. See? And you didn't trophy, whippersnapper.
Stop it! You can't look and say it was Mr. Powers. Yes, but only Mr. Powers would have been dragging his leg.
Yeah, that's the point. It does seem quite likely it was Mr. Powers.
There's gotta be more to this. I'll end to this episode once I break her.
So I knew his Powers. Happy? Well, Nick, find any contradictions?
She seems pretty sure it was Powers in the photo. I guess I'll just press her and see if I can shake her conviction. Press her on everything, then. Oh dear. Wait. I already did this one.
I press you.
Who's president run through?
Well, let's see. There was Powers, the Steel Samurai, poor old Hammer, and me.
And exactly what were you doing?
Observing. Just observing.
What about the assistant?
Well, she was off moving backdrops and stuff.
So she didn't see the run through then. Hold it. Trip and fall.
Yeah, and the thing, he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You help make it better.
I kissed it where it hurt.
You kissed him on the boo-boo.
Skip over this part, shall we?
Where's the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
Let me continue your testimony. I'll just press you on absolutely everything. Guys, for real. I think we've heard enough. I think you will be your honor.
There is one thing that bothers me.
Which is? Where is the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, we couldn't find it. We were looking though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it is clear the person in the Steel Samurai was, Mr. Powers. Well, I suppose that's right. Are you sure, Your Honor? I'll object now.
Well, right there. Talking about possibilities, we have to agree this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Powers. But a friend's also point too. We have to consider the possibility also.
No. Allow me to remove the doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue the testimony, please?
No need to ask twice.
I think she.
Time of poor Hammer's tip was 2:30 p.m. True, the only person outside girls in the studio before them was Mr. Powers. No one else went there. They had, I would have seen them.
So no one else went to the studio.
It would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, make cross-examine the witness.
Huh? Yeah, you have to figure out where the lies are.
Press!
How do you know that?
Yeah, didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, Al, he told me everything.
He showed Ferris's office with donuts. Actually, end off this episode here, everybody. Thanks so much for watching.